When you register a track with ASCAP or BMI, do you send in an audio file? It's a great question. No, you actually don't. A registration with a PRO, whether it's ASCAP, BMI, or even CSAC, all you're doing is you're creating a digital registration, right? So they have no idea what the song is, what it sounds like, any of that kind of stuff, okay? All you're doing is you're making a registration. You're basically giving a particular song with a particular title, this is very important, a number, like an ID number. So almost like it has its own social security number within BMI or ASCAP or CSAC's registration system, okay, within their catalog. So they don't need you to be uploading an MP3 or a WAV file or anything like that. They just want to know what is this? Is this music? Is it music with lyrics? Is there a songwriter? Is there an artist performing this? They want to know all the metadata associated with a particular song. And then they want a title. What do we call this thing that we're uploading here, right? And obviously the songwriter, whoever wrote it, produced it, and then a publisher, etc., all that kind of stuff. So just metadata about what's going on, who's owed if this song gets placed somewhere, okay? So no, they are not tagging that with an audio file to know which song is which. Now, the title is very important because if you're going to register, let's say, a song with or you're going to submit a song to a non-exclusive opportunity or library or something, some licensing gig where they say non-exclusive, meaning you can submit it to us, but you can also submit it to anywhere else you want. You can release this on iTunes. You can whatever. You can do whatever else you want on this. We're not asking for exclusive rights to be able to make money from this track or publish it or anything. So when you register, let's say, one track, let's call it, title A with one library or one opportunity, and then you want to take that same track and use it for something else, you're going to need to retitle it, right? Same song, same music, same everything, but you're going to have a different title for it, okay? So when you're sending music to a library, they'll typically take care of this for you, right? They'll register the song with whatever title they're going to be registering it as. And so when you go into your BMI or ASCAP account, you'll see, let's say you have two different registrations with two different companies, you'll have title A and title B, right? So it'll look like two different songs, and it technically is because it's two different licensing situations, two different titles, and there's probably two different publishers, right? So for this one, some publisher is going to be, taking this track and trying to get it placed, and they're going to earn a portion of the back end. And for this situation or library, they have a different publishing company. Obviously, it's a different, company. And so they're going to have a different revenue stream. So they need their publishing company to take a piece of that. So totally, like the same song can have two different titles, two different publishers, but obviously it would all be the same writer, right? You are the songwriter. So if you get placements with this song, you get the royalties. If you get placements with this song, you get royalties. So that's essentially what's going on there when a registration is being done with ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC. Now, remember, typically you're not going to be doing this unless you have a direct relationship with, let's say, like the editor of a TV show who's like, hey, man, I want your music in my TV show. Send it to me. You can publish it. You can do everything, but I just want your music. If you have that kind of a relationship in this world and in this business, yes, you should probably be registering everything yourself. Creating your own publishing company, managing essentially all of that like administrative stuff. However, most of us in this industry do not have direct relationships like that. To begin in this business, you basically want to get started with music libraries, okay? Because they are looking for new writers. They want to sign new producers, people who want to get into this business for the first time. And they are opening their doors to basically anybody who has high quality music and wants to be serious about contributing great music to their catalog. And by the way, I do have a music library directory. If you weren't aware, you can get that with the link below. So I can save you basically, weeks, months, researching these, trying to find them yourself. You can find them if you want to go on a Google search hunt or a Yahoo search hunt. It can take you a while to find all the companies. So I've already done all that work for you. But if you want that, that's below. But essentially, this is a situation where if you're a newbie into this business or you're just kind of getting started, you probably don't have a lot of awesome relationships, like real well-connected relationships in the industry. And that's okay. I didn't either when I got started. You don't need those kind of connections to do really well. That's one of the big myths about the music industry. And it's kind of true for the record side of the business, for licensing, for TV, film stuff. Absolutely not true. I'm living proof of it in front of you today that I didn't need an uncle or a connection in this business at all. I needed high quality music, and I needed to work really hard and consistently show up. Those two things. That was really it. So hopefully that explains it, that you're probably not going to be registering any of these songs that you create unless you have a licensing opportunity that you yourself are involved with. For the most part, you're not. You're going to be sending your tracks to a library. They're going to be using their relationships to get you placed in TV shows, movies, and commercials. And that's why they take care of typically that situation. They have the publishing company set up already. They already have sort of an infrastructure and a relationship network to get you placements. So that's really their bread and bones, bread and butter, essentially. And your sort of core business is creating music. But also remember, making sure that your tracks do show up in your account after you've sent it to a music library. So hopefully that answers that question.